Hello, everyone. It's day 96. I had a very busy day today. I started my day meeting up with the client for my side project, Visions of Hope Psychological Services, LLC. So we just discussed the website. She finally got to see it. I just brought my laptop so she can see it. She's got like a lot going on, busy schedule. So finally got to just show her what I'd done so far. I'd also made some changes that weren't live to my GitHub account, so she hadn't seen some of the stuff yet. Just got like her feedback, like what do you like, what do you not like, what do you want to change, what do you want to add. Like some of the colors she wanted to change, like little information she wanted to add. I know I kept saying the intention was for her to add her simple practice link to the schedule appointment buttons. However, that's going to be a little bit delayed because she actually has to create a whole new account and all this. So she wants the website to be able to be live in the meantime. So we just came up with like a happy medium so that instead of linking to the Simple Practice website for now, we'll just link all the buttons to the contact form. So if someone wants to schedule that way, they'll just send a message to the contact form and she'll schedule them that way. So I also, since we finally got together, I was like, you know what, why don't we go ahead and host it to Netlify? Like, you don't have to share the website yet until like we figure out like all the, last minute things. But so went ahead and hosted it to Netlify. She already had her domain name. It was actually not that bad. I found a YouTube video that showed me because I kind of got stuck at the very beginning. But I figured it out. So got our page hosted to Netlify, got the custom domain name integrated, so automatically redirects it. It took like literally from, I'd say about 1 or 2 o'clock until like 11 o'clock tonight for the DNS, was it HTTPS DNS propagation to finish whatever it had to do. So that Netlify would actually recognize that it was like serving her website, so that it could add HTTPS to her website. So what I did, I actually held off integrating the contact form with Netlify just because it is a private practice. So, you have HIPAA to think about. And I want to make sure that the HTTPS, like it was secure before I even think about adding the functionality for the forms. Anybody can actually send a message. So as soon as I just kept checking, and as soon as I refreshed the page, like I said, like 11 o'clock tonight, it said HTTPS has been connected. So I went back to the page and it had the little lock button at the top of the URL. So we're good to go. So I went back into the documentation on Netlify. It's actually really simple. All you have to add is, what is it? Data.netlify.reCAPTCHA as like an attribute in the top of your form tag. And it's just like plug and play. So when you upload to, deploy the site to Netlify, it automatically works all the connections out and everything. You don't have to do anything with JavaScript or anything like that. So I got that down. And she had recommended adding CAPTCHA, so I looked up how to do that. And so that's how you do it. I got the forms to automatically redirect to her email address. Her page is, we created a Netlify account. However, I connected my GitHub to it so that we pretty much got a mutual agreement that I'll be responsible for any changes, there's things that you want to implement, changes coming up or whatever. So just gave me access to it. So I can literally just push to GitHub and it automatically deploys it. So that's an awesome feature with Netlify. What else? Oh, also worked on refactoring the SAS code. I implemented nesting, got rid of a bunch of commented out code now that I actually got to talk to her and see like what she wants to keep, what she wants to get rid of, so I could delete all that stuff. Still want to go back and like add variables, mix-ins, that kind of stuff. Now that I know that this is a code that I'm going to stick with, now I can like optimize it. What else? Sorry, I wrote it down finally because every time I always upload a video, as soon as I'm done, I always think of other things I meant to say and I forgot to. So, oh yeah, surprise for the day. Actually, while I was meeting with my client, I got an email from message on LinkedIn And you know, like you get the little preview on your screen. So I looked at my phone, I saw the little preview, and the way that it was just worded in the beginning, it almost felt like it was one of those thanks but no thanks emails. So I have to admit, I didn't look at it right away. A couple minutes later, I finally looked at it and I was surprised. It was actually, I remember I said I had applied for 4 jobs last week. So this was a junior front-end web developer position. So it was actually a recruiter from the company getting back to me, you know, saying thanks for your application. And so I actually have a phone interview set up for tomorrow morning. So I'm definitely excited about that. My first interview. So, you know, even if nothing comes of it, like I had literally just talked to one of my friends like a couple days before saying, I just want to get a step further than I got last time. Like last time I applied somewhere, I got the automatic rejection, didn't even get an interview, nothing. So it's definitely a plus for me. So I'm definitely excited about that. So I'll update y'all on how that goes, hopefully tomorrow. Another thing, I was just scrolling on Twitter and Shashi, who codes, he's a guy who I've been talking about, does the portfolio reviews every Friday on Twitter. He actually hosted a Twitter space. It just ended like 30 minutes ago or something like that. They're just talking about front-end web development. He had, I think, 3 guests. One was like UI, UX. One was front-end developer. He's actually self-taught too, so that was cool because I'm self-taught. And then there was another guy. I've seen him on YouTube. He went to a coding boot camp or whatever, but he's still in the field. But yeah, they were just getting questions from whoever's in the audience and just like giving their opinions, feedback or whatever. So it was cool. I usually don't do Twitter Spaces just because like the topics kind of don't interest me. But like just because I've actually personally sent my web development portfolio to Sasha, he codes, and he gave me really good feedback. So I already knew it was going to be useful. So I gave it a look. The last thing I did was I ran the Lighthouse scores for the client's website just to see because since it was kind of like a rush job at the end, I hadn't had the chance or opportunity really to really focus on SEO, performance, accessibility, and all that. So I ran the score just to see where I was at. Performance was 100, accessibility 70, best practices 93, SEO 90. But my last, after integrating the form with Netlify and all of that, the performance went down, I think, to like 92 or something like that. Best practices went up to, I want to say 83 or 87, one of the two. And I think accessibility went up a little bit. But I'm definitely going to like, probably tomorrow, make like final last minute stuff I didn't get a chance to or whatever. And I have a Udemy course on SEO that I never got a chance to watch. So I'm going to take a look at that. I think I have one of my books has like a chapter on SEO as well. So get those little things, make some additions to it. But the main thing was getting it uploaded just because she's officially going full time after Friday of this week. So I just wanted a functional website. And then we can like I said, we're going to keep working together over time, keep improving, keep adding or whatever. So, but yeah, overall, great day. Definitely excited about this interview tomorrow. It's just a phone interview, but still, hey, wish me luck. Fingers crossed. Day 96.